It was tricky, definitely tricky. They made it difficult for us. Obviously, new manager, atmosphere was top, to be fair to him, and they made it difficult for us. But we grinded it out. Obviously, I got my goal. We could have been a bit more clinical in the first half. We had a few chances that fell to us. So, yeah, I think deserved 3 points, I would say.
So tell us about that goal, because it always seems to be
hard, obviously, run about for the team, maybe a bit too unselfish. Obviously, I've had my chance in the first half, but kept going, got my goal in the end. But yeah, I think it's important. You've got to dig deep and do whatever for the team.
You mentioned that chance in the first half. How easy is it to let your head go down and let it ruin the rest of your game?
I felt like I did everything right. Obviously, I just didn't put it on target, but it's one of those things. You don't know when the next chance has got to come, but you've got to keep your mind in the game, keep that mindset. And obviously, Morgan's found me then, and I've finished it.
Ollie, well done on the goal and the win. Congratulations.
Mate, cheers.
All right, we'll have more reaction from Goodison Park shortly. But just a reminder, you can catch the second half of the North London derby. How important was it to end that run of 5 straight defeats?
It was really important. I just feel with the recent defeats, it's very difficult if you want to go and challenge for top 4. I know at this moment in time they're in a good position. We've spoke about that in the Champions League, still in the FA Cup. But if you really want to go for top 4, your away form has to kind of marry up with your home form. So it's something that the manager will be looking to put right, and he'll be very happy with the clean sheet and the victory.
I should just clarify, I did mean 5 defeats on the road, not straight
yeah,
in the Premier League before anyone comes at me. But Rach, mentally, from a mental point of view as well for these guys of Villa, that must really shift something, especially before Champions League. Well, they've got Arsenal next and then Champions League.
And you throw into that the new manager bounce that they were expecting, and knew that the crowd were going to be lifted somewhat. So you're going to be coming into a bit of a hostile sort of environment tonight, and they dealt with that excellently. They put Everton on the back foot right from the very beginning, and made it hard to kind of get that crowd up on their feet in the early stage of the game.
Hello, how are you?
You
Thank you so much for joining us. Morgan, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
How was it out there?
Some battle. Yeah, it's tough place to come. Big team there. Just got a new manager, obviously. The way they play at home, the crowd, the atmosphere, everything about it. We knew it was going to be difficult. We knew we'd been on a poor run away from home as well, so we knew it was going to be tough. And those wins probably a bit sweeter the way it happens in the end. So yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, was there a different edge to it, knowing it was David Moyes' homecoming, and you just thought, oh, hang on a minute, we might be up against it? Playing against emotion sometimes can be difficult.
Yeah, we've done it 2 games in a row now with new managers. It's tough. It's what football's about. These different things you have to overcome. And yeah, there's another one tonight. They were up from the start, but I thought we handled it pretty well. Majority of the game, I thought we defended incredibly well and probably deserved the win in the end. So we're really happy.
How do you feel about the assist tonight, not the goal?
I'll take it. I like to score, but yeah, a win's a win. I'm happy I can contribute in any way, and yeah, we'll take it.
But linking up with Ollie Watkins is something you've done quite a lot this season so far. Is it something you practice? It clearly is something you practice, but is it something, passages and movements that you rehearse, or is it just something you talk about, or is it a bit of telepathy?
No, definitely practice. Kind of knowing when I get the ball, what runs he's going to make. I kind of know where he likes to make the runs, how he likes to make them, and he's deadly in them movements. He's so quick, so sharp, and yeah, I'm always looking for him, always trying to find him. I don't always get it right, but if you can be patient with me, I'll try and get more right than wrong. And yeah, luckily today it was another one that he could put away. So yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, you got on the ball quite a lot, and you were running and driving kind of towards him. You were playing, I thought, closer to him. Is that something the manager wants from you? Is for you to drive towards him and then link up and then see what happens?
Yeah, the manager asked me to probably be more of a second striker today, to kind of pin their back four back and then create the space for our midfielders to play and try and dominate. And first half I thought it worked well. Probably second half was a bit more of a fight, but yeah, you can see how the manager wants to play, and I'll do whatever for the team. And yeah, today was a bit different, but I thought it worked well, especially for the goal. So,
is that what you like? Is that where you like to play? Or?
Yeah, I want to be close to the goal. I want to get more. I want to get goals and assists. I want to impact the game as high as possible. But I don't mind really. I'll play anywhere as long as I'm playing.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get it.
So yeah, I'll play anywhere.
Do you feel Villa at the moment in a really good spot in terms of the position that you are in the league? I mean, you're only 3 points off the top 4 now. Got the FA Cup, and of course we're entering back to Champions League next week.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, I don't think we've been at our best this season either. I think there's still more from us. I think we can still improve and be probably a bit more consistent, and to show that we're still in the position we're on in the mix is probably the high standards we've set in the last 2 years, and we want to keep pushing, we want to keep getting better. But we think we've got another gear that we can go now. We kind of drew off last end of the year and the new year, and 3 wins off that is important to get this run going. And yeah, it's a massive win here tonight.
That competition for places in the Villa team as well just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. Like, we didn't know tonight if it was going to be John Duran, if it's going to be Ollie Watkins.
That's the beauty of football. That's why we've got such a good squad, such a strong squad. You never knew who was going to play, what combinations. We were all trying to play and learn each other and play together. And I think we can all do that in different ways. And having players that are versatile as well, I think also helps. And yeah, I think we're doing well at the moment, but we've got to keep going.
Do you think that competition up top, particularly for Ollie Watkins, do you think that's helped him, hindered him, or he's learning still? I
think it's helped him. I think people get on his back if he hasn't scored in one game, which is bizarre, because if John's scoring and he's not, then there's no problem. It's Aston Villa at the end of the day. They're both trying to score. They're both trying to do what they can, and it might be one person's run of form and then another person's. That's how football goes. But I thought they've both been outstanding in their own different ways. And you look at Ollie's returns for goals and assists, you can't really argue it. But people probably say it's been more about John Duran lately. But that's what beauty of football is. And yeah, I think they're pushing each other. They're doing it in training. You never know who's going to play. They're on each other's toes, and that's perfect.
Morgan, I could listen to you talk all day, but your boss is on the way over, so I feel like we should make some space.
Quite centre stage, don't they? Yeah.
Exactly. But thank you so much. Well done tonight as well. Really good win for Aston Villa on the road. He looks happy playing his football, doesn't he?
Well, he's having the best season of his life, isn't he? He's found like a home where he's guaranteed to be playing every single minute of every single game, and he has such an impact on the squad, on the team. And you know, chatting to him for the first time as an interview, you can imagine that he's pretty effervescent and pretty bubbly and very positive around the squad, which is you need people like that, don't you? Energises.
Yeah, you certainly do. Unai Emery, hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There we go. Do a bit of rearranging around the desk. There we go. Get comfortable. Unai, congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on your performance tonight?
A very difficult match, but of course we compete very well. The first half, even we played better than the second half. We controlled the game better. We had 2 chances to score clear. We conceded only 1. And more or less the match was very tight. But the second half, we did maybe something different. We didn't control of the match like we did the first half, but we scored 1 goal and we compete defensively very well. Of course, we needed 1 good result away, and we have broken the bad spell we had, and this is the most important today. Then try to grow up after this result again with the confidence, with the feel comfortable, and some players as well trying to get fit better.
We know there's been a lot of chopping and changing in that back line, so to keep a clean sheet tonight, how sort of pleasing is that for you?
Yeah, very important, because we are conceding a lot of goals. And this year, defensively, we are trying to correct, to analyze how we can improve. And more or less, one thing we have to improve is confidence, get confidence, try to feel strong. We did some matches away, like today we played, but we didn't get good result. And today we got it. Of course, is confidence. It's confidence for everybody, for the players, for the goalkeeper, and the clean sheet today was very important.
And then if we're looking at the fixtures that you've got coming up, huge games in Arsenal coming up next your way, and then you've got Champions League away at Monaco as well. Where are you sort of at with the mindset in all that? Do you feel you're in a good moment?
Yeah, of course, we are very excited and we are enjoying this year. We have to enjoy in Champions League and compete there, and of course we are in the top position, and we have this challenge to try to get the top 8. And in the Premier League, through the competition, we can have the next objective for this year. And more or less now with 35 points, we are in good position to try to keep being consistent, trying to look at higher.
And I just want to ask you, we've sat in the crowd today with Daniel Marlon. He will be joining your ranks. He wasn't playing today, obviously. But what is he going to bring to your squad? What dimension will he add?
They exchange for Jadon Philogen. Just is one player for another. Jadon Philogen, he left. And I think...
Business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Romeo Lavia. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Possession one. Mudryk. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Palmer.